Alright Michael, what are we doing today?
Well, today we're dealing with pots and pans, just without the pots. We finally have 2 floor pans to put into that. So no more flintstoning, no more risking blowing out the floor pans when we're driving really fast in our Eclipse. So today what we're doing is we're going to try something that we've never done before. Nathan and I, we've seen it done before a few times and helped out here and there, but we've never actually done any panel beating ourselves before.
No.
So we're going to do it today and see how we go and start with 2 floor pans. But yeah, the plan is today that we're going to try and get the floor pan done at least. We think it's going to be quick and easy, but we never know. These things drag out. And then we're going to see if we can tackle as much rust everywhere else as we can. So we'll see how far we get today. So I think first things first, bring it down, bring it to here.
Yeah.
And get into it, I suppose.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yep.
It's going to take a while to start.
I find if you pump it heaps, it works better. Are we on winter mode?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we're on winter mode. We need winter mode.
Oh, I nearly had it then and I let off.
Oh, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, that's much better. I think it just needs to go for a run.
Yeah, I think it needs just a run.
Once it's no longer flintstoning, then we can do that. It drives so much better with no brakes locked on. Who would have figured?
It's actually driving really good.
Yeah.
Out with the blue seat.
Shit, this is a big floor. Do I need to do the whole floor?
That's what I'm wondering. Do you need to go, how close to the tunnel do you need to go? Tell you what, let's empty out the back as well too. We'll just empty everything out of it for a minute anyway, so we've got more room to work with, and then we can figure out where to go. Set up some lights, and then we can go from there.
Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, cut across there. Just do this section.
Alright, so if you haven't joined us before, and this is the first time you're seeing the Gemini and what we're doing today, this is what we're dealing with. It's kind of like cheddar cheese. This side's probably the worst side. It's rusted all through here, as you can see. Our biggest concern is it's rusted behind the footrest there. So we got to cut that out and possibly reinstate it, or we go footloose and just don't have a footrest.
It's a 3-foot car anyway. It's like, why do you need a footrest?
Yeah, well, because you're going to be banging gears so many times in this thing.
Exactly right.
It's a 3-foot car at the moment. I think we can make it up. I think I can save that, to be honest. We'll see. I'll see how I go cutting it
It
out.
depends how much steel is left.
Nathan's side doesn't look as bad at first, but he's probably got rust in trickier areas than what I do, I reckon. Because his is like right up in the sill. If you can point out in the sill there, Nathan, for us, please.
Up into there. I need to fix here as well.
Yeah, there's a little bit in the
Need a
dog
patch there as
dog
well.
here.
And yeah, I was just going to put a wire wheel on, attack it, see what steel I've got there. I actually might need to take this door off, Michael.
I was just thinking that.
I think we might need to.
Open right up. This job's going to be a lot bigger than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I think it is. Okay, let's get into it, I guess. Let's get the doors off. Let's just do it.
Oh. Okay, we were wrong.
How the frick do you get the doors off then?
Alright, so we were going to take the door off to give us a bit of room to get into here to fix this rust here. But the hinges, we're looking at them when we first thought, they welded the A-pillar here and then they sort of like disappear into the door here, so we assumed that there would have been bolts on this side of the door here that we could have undone and maybe we would just slide out. That's not the case. It looks like it's a plate that's welded into the door frame here. So it looks like the only way to get these doors off is to actually take these little caps out, which I just looked at before, and inside there's like a hollow pin. Now our concern is if we pull that pin out, we're not going to get it back in. We don't even know how we're going to get it out. So we're thinking what we're going to do is just leave the door in place and do our best to fix this with it in there, with the door on. And if that doesn't work, well, we'll figure it out then.
Yeah, we need to focus on the rest of the rust first.
Yes, but for now Nathan's going to PP up and start
Seeing what metal is there.
Yeah, have fun.
I will.
Whoa! Woo! Is that a bit dusty?
A little bit. Ah, screw it, I'm cutting it out. There's no point cleaning.
Alright, so first one's in place.
Yep.
Did that even work, that marker just then?
Yeah.
So there's multiple ways of attacking this, and we've spoken to a few people about this now, and Nathan's dad as well too, who does this sort of stuff for a living.
Yeah.
He says the best way to do it is to actually cut the floor out 15mm smaller than the actual pan that we're putting in, so that it sits on top of it rather than butt joining it. Just because butt joining would obviously look better and you get that cleaner look, and you could probably grind it and make it look like it never happened. But we're not that good, and we don't care for this car so much. Like, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day for us. And we're going to get more strength out of leaving that little bit of extra width, so that we can actually sit the pan on and weld it in place like that. Then just seam seal it so that we get no water coming in.
Yeah.
So that's the way we're going to do it. That was the way that the HQ was done as well too, wasn't it? The LSQ?
Yeah, LSQ's done like that. Your HQ's been done like that.
Yeah. Obviously, yeah, you'll always tell that there's been a repair, but for us with this car, we're not building a concourse car here. We're just building something that we don't want our feet falling through the floor.
Yeah. I'm going to cut it out.
Alright. Have fun. How's that going for you?
Yeah, good. Getting there.
Did you check underneath to see if there's anything you're going to cut through?
Yeah, I did.
Is there anything you're going to cut through?
Nah, besides the 4 brake lines.
Imagine that. And the fuel line just straight through.
Alright, almost there. Oh yeah. That's one floor. Out.
One floor out. Wouldn't it be funny if it was the wrong one? That looks pretty good. Pushing it back now.
Realistically, that rib is sitting right where it needs to be.
So we can use that rib to locate it.
So what I reckon is I could tack there. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, cool. Alright, now it's my turn. Alright, I reckon I'm going to see if I can just cut this notch out here.
Yeah.
And even if I can just fold it up out of the way.
Good idea.
And then just sit it back down and across there.
Yep.
That's really all I can do to start with.
Yep.
Let's try that, eh? I didn't check to see what's under there. Let's take a quick peek, eh? In here, the brake lines are connected to it.
Oh.
It's up here, so we might be okay. Alright, but here I'm good. I can cut this out, no dramas.
Oh yeah. Oh, just rip the whole thing out. Is it glued or?
No, it's welded.
It's welded?
I need to get this pedal out of the way to do that.
Yeah.
I'm not overly keen on pulling the pedals out, but if I have to, I have to, eh?
Just bend it up then and sit the floor in under it.
This is rust repairs the lazy man way. When you want to pull apart as little of the car as possible.
Oh, very nice.
See, I might be able to just cut underneath it. Alright, so I've marked out roughly where I need to make my cuts, but what we're going to do before I go ahead and cutting it, because we're going to be smart for once and not cut through brake lines like I did on the GT, we're going to do what we probably should have done from the very beginning, which is actually get this car up on jack stands. That way we can actually get underneath it and look underneath it to see if there's anything going on, and when we are welding the new pieces we can see exactly where it's sitting and how it looks, because at the moment we're sort of just guessing. That side was fine because there wasn't too much there, but this side there's a little bit going on. So when I was sticking my hand in here before or two, I can feel that right here is actually where the transmission mount is welded to. So I don't want to cut this section out here, so I'm going to do like a scallop around here and come in there. And somewhere along here, I think it's up here,
but I just want to be sure, is where the brake lines and the fuel lines run. So we're going to get it up, that way we can get underneath the car, have a look at it properly, and also so we're not working down low, we're working at a comfortable height. So we'll do it old school, get the jack stands out and get it up, eh?
Yeah, let's do it.
Look at those brake lines though. Alright, so after a fairly, it wasn't too bad to get out, to be honest. After a little bit of work, we've managed to get this side out. It was tricky sort of getting under here, so I actually had to get up from underneath the car to get the grinder in there. I haven't removed this because it's spot welded up the top here, and I can't actually find the spot welds to drill them out. If I could, I would, but it's too hard to actually distinguish what is the spot weld, so I'm going to leave that in there for as long as I can, because then we can just weld that back onto the floor once we drop it. So the new pan is pretty much ready to go in. That's all good. It looks like all this is fine. The only trouble we did find is if you look in here, right in there, it's all rusted out. The floor's gone completely, and unfortunately our pan doesn't fit into there. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do is make a new piece to go into here and around here and there, and weld that into place basically, which is a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. You know, when you're uncovering rust, there's always going to be more than what you think there is, and this is a perfect example of that.
Yeah.
I'll make up a piece. It's not going to look pretty, I'll be honest, because we aren't panel beaters. It just has to serve the purpose of sealing this up so that we don't get any water coming through, and we'll find some metal somewhere in there to weld it to, basically.
Yeah.
Nathan's just about ready to start welding his side in.
I'm pretty much ready to just sand it all and start tacking and dollying and tacking and dollying and welding and dollying.
This is going to be a lot longer process than we thought.
Yeah.
Well, we kind of figured it was going to be, but we were kind of hopeful that we try and get most of the rust done today, but that's not going to happen.
No.
So this
Not when we haven't done it before.
No, this could be a few part series at this stage, so
Yeah.
bear with us while we get through.
Or a put on the back burner.
Yeah, yeah. It's a little
I'm
bit...
still enjoying it. I'm enjoying the rust part of it. So I guess this is what it's like.
Yeah, actually, you know what the good part is? I just realised, I was thinking HQ. I was looking at this, right? The
Yeah, it
floor
kind of
plan.
looks like a HQ.
Yeah,
They have that kick in.
But I was worried because I was like, oh, how am I gonna like weld this and not weld onto the chassis?
Oh,
but then
no, it's a part of it.
yeah, I just realised
That's why I told you, just weld it on. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
I can weld it straight to the chassis.
Yeah.
Because I was just looking, the spot welds here is where
Yeah.
the original floor pan went in. I was like, why did they weld it to the chassis if it separates? This doesn't separate.
Yeah.
This is not a HQ. This is a Gemini, isn't it?
Yes, this is a Gemini. Love that you've spotted that.
Yeah. So really, all I need to do is just cut up the section here.
Cut that out and weld her in.
And weld in a new section, and we should be good to go.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping I can just put a bit of flat steel there, get a big hammer, and just go.
Oh yeah.
And it'll just crumple in like tin foil, and we go done. Let's
Yeah.
call it a day. So I need to do that before I can do my pan.
Yeah.
But we're getting there.
Getting there.
Slowly but surely we're getting there. Alright, so I need to make a shape in there, which is quite complex. There's a lot of compound curves in that. So what I need to do is to make a template. So what I'm going to try to do is I folded together a bunch of aluminium, like tin foil.
Yeah.
And I'm going to push it.
Push it real good.
Oh, that was sharp. That definitely cut. Let's see if it works. Hang on. Kind of. Like, it gives me the rough shape, yeah? I just want to know where the curves start and stuff. How am I going to make that? That's not so bad, is it?
Cool. So just turn that into a flat piece of steel.
What if I just use that? We'll just weld this in.
Done.
Yeah.
Done.
It's good enough, isn't it? Alright. I'm going to see if I can make this now. What are you doing? You going to start welding?
I'm welding in.
Oh wow, you're getting close. Oh, look at that. That's going to look legit.
So yeah, I've just got to kind of just push, just go around and like tack it and push it all down because it's still like pushed up. And then once I tack it in and it's not going to move anywhere, then I'll have to start dollying the daggy bit underneath, start cleaning it up, get it flatter to the sheet up top,
Oh yeah.
and then start welding. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. What are you running, like 3 volts?
That's right. Yeah.
So, as stupid as my little template that I made looked, and as flimsy as
Can I see
it
your
was,
template?
it did kind of work. It basically allowed me to at least get a start of an angle, and what I made up is this little piece here. Now, it doesn't look good because all I did was just use the ball peen and a hammer and sit it between the vise, like open up the vise jaw, and just all the way along, because this is the rough shape that I'm trying to make, and you see how many curves it has in it. Like it's that way, then this bit, and then this. So what I'm going to do is it fits okay. I'm going to sit it in there like that, and basically run a couple of tacks around it wherever I can actually get metal to it, and then basically beat it with a hammer until it fits. Yeah. Which is what Nathan's doing now essentially, but that'll cover up that hole. Look, it's not going to be perfect, but this is the sort of thing that we're never going to see after this is done. There'll be carpet covering it, and we really want to try and get this done today. Like, to spend a lot of time on this and get it right would obviously look a lot nicer, but it essentially going to end up with the same finished product anyway, a sealed floor. That's all I care about. I don't care if it's got these dints, because two, you'll never see this from the other side because there's a big chassis member in the way from the frame here, and this side it's going to be carpeted over. So this is what's happening. This is why it's Hackshop Garage and not Pro Shop Garage.
This is what's happening. This is what we're doing.
This is what we're doing. Finished.
Yeah.
Good work, man. That's a hell of a slog. Anyway, how's it feel?
Good. Solid.
That's not going anywhere.
No. No, it's pretty solid. Rust free.
It's better than what it was.
It is better than what it was.
Considering there was nothing there.
We have solid steel floors now.
One solid steel floor.
One solid steel floor. How's it going?
Jesus. Well, you know what they say. Do your best and seam seal the rest. It's pretty average in there. We're not going to get a close-up of that.
Yeah.
But you know, it's getting there. There's not much like we can really do without like going back to like rotisserie build type thing. So
yeah, exactly right. We're just trying to patch it to get it on the road.
yeah. So you know, this will work. Alright, well, we finally decided to bite the bullet and take out the pedal box, just because we're going to have to take this out, I think, to be able to weld this in, because the panel isn't sitting flat, so there was no ifs or buts about it. It had to happen. So it's out now. That gives us plenty more room, to be honest. I wish I had done that to begin with, because it would just made this whole job a lot easier.
Yeah.
But I didn't think it would come out as easy as it just did, so lesson learned for anybody else doing floor pans at home in the Gemini. Pedal box comes out in like 3 bolts. Who would have thought it? Ugh. Done. I don't want to do that again. That is hard work.
Oh, mate, I'm bloody freezing.
You cold?
It's so cold in here.
I'm cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is cold now. You can see the cold
Yeah.
air. Yeah, that's in. Look, she ain't pretty. And I'll admit, like, we're probably a little bit in over our heads here when it comes to welding this in. Like, our welds don't look the best, but we're never going to see them. It's not a show car, it's not a concourse car. We're going to seam seal the crap out of it and you'll never see them again.
Looks solid.
It's a lot stronger than what it was.
Looks good.
So yeah, that's a win. I guess now what we might do is give it a quick brush.
Yeah, we'll back it out.
And paint it.
Yeah, I can't see why not.
Warming your cans up is usually a luxury, but today it's kind of a necessity.
Yeah.
Because it is so cold today.
I actually want to dip my hands in this almost boiling water.
Does anyone want to see us do an episode on installing a split system so we can stay warm?
Yeah. Sick, man.
Oh, it looks a lot better painted.
Everything does, man. It looks black.
Look at that goodness. No more rust. So, as bad as that might look, let me just show in comparison to what it did look like. So, still doesn't look great, but it looks a hell of a lot better than this does. You can see there's nothing left of it. Oh well, I'll take that any day.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Yeah. I'm sure the guy roadworthing it will take that too.
Yeah, that's true. You know, it looks alright now.
Yeah.
Looks solid.
Alright, well, we didn't get as much done as we were hoping to get done today, but that is a job that we've been dreading for a very, very long time. And we got through it, I guess, to a degree.
To a degree. Anyway, the floor pans are now done. We still have to go underneath and touch it up underneath. Wire wheel and sealer and paint over.
Yep.
So we are calling it there. If you do like what we're doing with the Gemini and you want to follow along, please like and subscribe. Also, a big thank you to Hackshop Garage. Make sure you head over to their website and check out all the deals and also sign up. And as well as heading to your local Burson Auto Parts store. Don't forget to head over to the Hackshop Garage website where you can help support the channel and help support us maybe finally finish the Gemini. You can buy some stickers, you can buy some shirts, you can buy some hoodies, I think.
Yeah,
if there's still some left over.
And some fender covers as well.
And some fender covers as well. We have some beautiful fender covers.
Look at them, they're beautiful.
If you still don't know, we still have fender covers in stock. What you do with them, this is a how-to, is you just throw them over.
As simple as that.
Yeah, and then you can put your gut all over it as much as you want. So you can head to the merch store and you can buy a set of these. See you in the next episode.
Yeah, see you then.
Hopefully not 4 degrees.
What if we just did it the real old school dodgy way and just glue it on top?
Oh, yes.
And we got a little bit of rust up there.
Just keep adding. Just keep adding to the list, Michael. Just our rust list is just getting longer and longer.
Okay, we're converting the shell. No, I don't.
How the hell do I fix that?
I don't know. You said you would take that side, so have fun. I got pedals in the way. What if I just cut the pedals off here
pedals
and
off,
then we
we'll
re-roll
them? There it is.
Hello, I have some rust.
That shouldn't be happening.
Oh, I've just gaped out that hole. That's a lot rustier than I thought. Oh no.
Maybe we should chop the roof off and weld it back on later once we're finished so we can get in and out easier.
Done. Let's roof chop it. Oh yeah. Oh.
Professional?
Just glue that in.
Should have just did the fiberglass like they did on the HU, remember?
Yeah, we could have just
Fiberglass it in.
Oh, that was so bad.
Yeah.
Hopefully it comes off easy.
Hopefully, yeah. I love the wrestling of trying to get it off.
Oh no. It's gonna be one of those days. There we go, it just popped off.
Oh, you're kidding.
I literally
I missed it.
hang on, we'll do it again for effect.
Yeah.
No, it literally just popped off just then.
Oh shit, yeah, you got the rest pedal. That's how we sharpen blades.
These are good sharp scissors. But if I'm here, I might as well do the lot. You know?
Yeah.
You don't go to fish and chips and get a burger without the lot.
Yeah. But mate, you cannot argue with that analogy. So it looks like we're putting a big block in this thing.
Don't touch my template, don't damage it.
Okay. I feel like air could damage that.
Yeah, if a strong breeze comes along, I make that template
Yeah.
all wrong. That didn't work the way I was
And you
hoping.
won't even know. A spider could jump on that, move it, and you won't even know.
I know.
And then you'll make it and it'll be way out.
I know. Look, it's hard. I don't know how. What else can I use? I
Yeah,
don't know
I
what else to use.
Yeah.
I don't think they make tinfoil like they used to. Look, it's just.
Just like butter.
It used to be more
It did used to be thicker.
crinkly and like you may actually make it work. Anyway.
We probably had a good trade rate back then.
Yeah, true. And then when we get up in the hoist next, go underneath it because there are a lot of boogers that went underneath them when I was filling holes.
Yeah, nah, we got to definitely go underneath.
I definitely got my Stanley Yellnats on during this. A lot of holes. Anyone in the comments who gets that reference, I'll send out a sticker pack to.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah, 2 people. I'll send it out. First people to get it.
I got 2 pickles, I got 2 pickles, I got 2 pickles. Hey, hey. Goodbye, my friends. You have been the one. You have been the one for me.